Hey guys, in this video, I'm going to show you how you can double your income as a dancer. Hey, what's up guys, Super Malcolm here, and welcome to my channel where I share valuable information for dancers and dance teachers to help you live off your dance passion. Now, in this video, what I'm going to do is I'm going to share with you 3 things you can do to help you double your income as a dancer. And these things are things that everybody can do, okay? So without further ado, let's get started. The first way for you to earn more income is essentially you want to boost up your price. So what I do is at the end of the year, I usually add up more into my pricing. So say for example, if I charge for a private session, charge £100, at the end of the year, it's going to go up to £105 or £110, you know, depending on what it is that I'm offering. So what you want to do is essentially you want to find a time of the year where you're going to say, okay, now it's time for me to put my prices up, you know, and you can justify that very easily because of, you know, everything, all the prices actually increase on a yearly basis, okay? So you can do it exactly the same way. And I see what most of the time what dancers do is they keep the same price for the next, you know, 5 years. They've been charging exactly the same thing. So life, the cost of living goes up, but your prices stay the same. So essentially you earning less money. So you want to find time once a year to at least boost up your prices, you know, and especially if, you know, you've done many things in the dance scene where you have won more competition, you know, you've been exposed to more things, your name is getting bigger. This is another way to justify, but usually you don't even have to go that far. It's essentially, you know, cost of living goes up, so your prices need to go up at the same time. So this is one way of doing it. The second way of doing it is for you to propose, offer upsells to your client. Now, what I mean by upselling, again, I want to take an example of private session. Now, what I like to do with my private session or even dance classes, you know, you can do it in different format, is if you have a customer, is find a way you can upsell to that customer by giving them something extra when they're going to be spending more, right? So there's different ways of doing it. So let me take an example of the private session. So you can say to your client, says, okay, at the moment you paying £100 per session. Now, rather than paying £100 every single session, what I can offer you is you can take 10 sessions and I'm going to give it to you for £85, right? Now, rather than earning £100, you're going to be earning a bulk of £850, okay? Which is actually, you know, 8 times more money that you'll be getting. And also what's going to happen is you're going to be able to keep that client for a longer period, because what happens most of the time is people, you know, when they're interested in private session, they just take one and say, yes, I'm interested in carry on, but they just take 1, 2, and then they disappear. So this is a great way to hook them by upselling them to a higher product. And by doing that, you're essentially going to keep them, right, to stay longer. And also you're going to be earning more money. Okay, so this is one thing that I like to do. When I do my pricing, I always offer private session. I always offer, you know, 1 class, 10 classes, and 20 classes. Now, I don't want them to buy the first class, the pack with 1 class, because I'm only going to be earning £100. So what I do is I put the price up so that it's not as attractive. But what's going to be attractive is for them to take the pack number 2 or pack number 3, because they're going to be saving. So if, for example, I want them, or my price for a private session is, let's say, for example, I'm just going to give a very low number, £50 per session, right? This is my price. This is how much I want to charge. Now, the £50 per session is not going to be the first option that I'm going to offer to people. I'm going to say to them, okay, if you take 1 class, I'm going to charge you £100 per session. If you take 10 classes, it's going to be equivalent to £75 per session. Now, if you take 20 classes, it's going to be equivalent to £50 per class, right? So do you see the way I'm doing it? I'm basically looking at my pricing, and I put the pricing, what I want to charge, the £50 an hour, which is, you know, the prices that I want to have, at the bottom of my packages, which is going to be the last package, which is going to be offering more session and going to allow the customer to save more, but for me to earn more, right? And that's the way I'm doing it. So really look at how you can upsell your services, all right? Number 3, you can also diversify. Look at ways how you can diversify what you're offering to your client. So I'm going to give you an example again, but I'm going to take, for example, dance classes. You know, when I used to teach dance classes, what I used to say to my client is, listen, you actually like what I'm playing, you know, at class, in a class, you like the music. What I can offer you is for £10 a month, you can have access to my playlist where you can practice at home. And also I'm going to be recording the class and you're going to be able to have access to the replay of the class, right? So that's basically what I do, is I diversify. This is called cross-selling. So you actually, you know, offering something to your client, which they pay £10, for example, for the class. And you say to them, well, if you enjoy the class for £10 a month, you can have access to all the recording of the class, plus have access to music and more. You know, you can add on whatever you need to add on into that based on what your customer like, you know, and you should know that. And then offer something, a cross-sell, another product on the side that they might like, they might enjoy, okay? And essentially, if you add all of this together, you're easily going to be able to double or, you know, even triple or even more your income as a dancer, all right? So these are the 3 tips I gave you. You can use one of them, you can use 2, you can use all of them, but yes, it's completely up to you however you want to use them, all right? So I hope this video was useful. If you have any question, just make sure you comment on the box below. Also, you can check out my course, Monetize Your Dance Skills, where I show you exactly what you can do, like other technique on how you can 10x your income, how you can make much more income as a dancer. So if you're interested, just click on the link below. And yep, I hope to see you guys soon. Thank you again.